Let's talk about that iconic chocolate hazelnut spread. Yes, the one that's instantly recognizable in its squat jar, sitting proudly on breakfast tables around the world. Whether you call it Nutella or know it by another name, this creamy delight has become a global phenomenon, loved by kids and adults alike. It's more than just a food, it's a symbol of nostalgia, comfort, and a little bit of magic that transforms even the simplest slice of bread into something special. For many, it's a taste of childhood, a reminder of cozy mornings and shared moments at the table. There's something about the ritual of spreading that glossy, deep brown swirl onto warm toast that feels almost ceremonial. The anticipation builds as you watch the chocolatey ribbons melt into the bread, promising richness and indulgence before you even take a bite. The aroma is unmistakable, roasted hazelnuts mingling with cocoa, sending a signal to your senses that a treat is on the way. It's a scent that can instantly lift your mood and make you feel at home, no matter where you are. And then there's the texture, smooth, thick, and perfectly spreadable, gliding effortlessly across bread, crackers, or even straight onto a spoon for those who can't resist a quick taste. It's a triumph of food engineering, designed to be as satisfying to spread as it is to eat. Sharing a jar of chocolate hazelnut spread isn't just about eating, it's about creating memories. Friends and families gather around the breakfast table, reaching for toast and sharing laughter, making the experience feel like a special event every time. Over the years, hazelnut spreads have evolved far beyond breakfast. They've found their way into decadent desserts, from croissants and ice cream to high-end pastries crafted by world-class chefs. Their versatility means you'll spot them in everything from simple snacks to gourmet creations. That adaptability is what cements their status as a pantry staple. Whether you're looking for a quick breakfast, a sweet snack, or an ingredient to elevate your baking, hazelnut spreads are always up for the task. What makes them so irresistible? It's the perfect combination of sugar, fat, and roasted nut flavor, carefully balanced to trigger our cravings and keep us coming back for more. Each spoonful is engineered for maximum craveability. But it's not just about taste. Chocolate hazelnut spread is a universal comfort food, delivering a sensory experience that our brains are practically wired to love. The creamy texture, the rich aroma, the sweet and nutty flavor. It all comes together to create a moment of pure joy. So before we break down what's actually inside that jar, let's take a moment to appreciate the simple happiness it brings. Whether you're enjoying it alone or sharing it with loved ones, chocolate hazelnut spread is a little luxury that brightens any day. Now let's pull back the curtain and see what's really in that jar. Because behind every delicious bite there's a fascinating story waiting to be told. Get ready to discover the secrets behind your favorite spread. If we dissect a jar of chocolate hazelnut spread, the ingredient list is surprisingly short. Ingredients are listed by weight, and the top 5 are always the stars. First up, sugar. Yes, it's the main ingredient. Next is palm oil, which gives that creamy texture and long shelf life. Only then do we get to hazelnuts and cocoa, the namesakes of the spread. Skim milk powder adds a touch of creaminess. Soy lecithin acts as an emulsifier, keeping everything smooth and blended. This formula is no accident. It's designed for maximum appeal and manufacturability. Let's see why each ingredient made the cut. Every ingredient in the jar has a purpose. Nothing is there by accident. Each one is carefully selected to create the taste, texture, and experience we all know and love. But what exactly do these ingredients do, and why are they chosen over others? Sugar isn't just for sweetness. It adds bulk, smooth texture, and acts as a preservative. It helps bind the ingredients together, giving the spread its familiar mouthfeel. Without sugar, the spread would be bland and gritty, and it wouldn't last nearly as long on your shelf. Palm oil is the secret to that thick, spreadable consistency and long shelf life. Unlike butter or other oils, palm oil stays semi-solid at room temperature, so the spread doesn't separate or become runny. It's also neutral in flavor, letting the hazelnuts and cocoa shine. Hazelnuts provide the signature flavor, roasted and ground to release their oils. Their natural richness and aroma are what set this spread apart from ordinary chocolate. The roasting process deepens their flavor, making every bite unmistakably Nutella, but they're used sparingly. They're expensive, so there's less than you'd expect. In fact, hazelnuts are one of the costliest ingredients, so manufacturers use just enough to deliver that nutty punch without driving up the price. Cocoa brings rich, chocolatey depth balancing the sweetness. It's what gives the spread its dark color and that hint of bitterness that keeps it from being overwhelmingly sugary. The quality and amount of cocoa are carefully calibrated for the perfect taste. Skim milk powder softens the cocoa's intensity and adds creaminess. It also helps create that smooth, velvety texture that melts in your mouth. The milk powder is what makes the spread feel rich and indulgent, even though it's shelf-stable. Soy lecithin keeps the mixture stable and smooth. It acts as an emulsifier, making sure the oils and solids don't separate. This tiny addition is crucial for that glossy, uniform look and the easy-to-spread consistency. Each ingredient is carefully chosen for taste, texture, and shelf stability. The balance between cost, flavor, and function is a delicate one, and every component plays a role in the final product. The result? A product that's consistently delicious and crave-worthy. It's designed to be irresistible, whether you're spreading it on toast, baking with it, or sneaking a spoonful straight from the jar. It's a masterclass in food engineering. Behind every jar is a team of experts, perfecting the recipe to ensure every batch tastes just right and stays fresh for months. Now let's look at what's really in that jar by the numbers. Prepare for a surprise. You might be shocked by how much of each ingredient actually makes it into your favorite spread. You'd think hazelnuts are the star, but the numbers tell a different story. In a typical 100 g serving, over half, about 55-58 g, is sugar. Next is fat, mostly from palm oil, making up around 30 g. Hazelnuts, just 13%, about 13 g per 100 g. The rest is cocoa, milk powder, and emulsifiers. Marketing creates a health halo, but nutritionally, this is a sugar and oil spread with hazelnut flavor. The small amount of hazelnuts is enough for flavor, but not for significant nutrition. You're eating a dessert, not a health food. The flavor is potent, but the nutrition is diluted. Recognizing this ratio is key. It's a treat, not a wholesome nut butter. Enjoy it, but know what you're really getting. Now, let's see why this combo is so irresistible. Why is this sugar and fat combo so addictive? It's all about brain chemistry. Together, they trigger dopamine, our brain's pleasure signal. Sugar gives an instant energy rush and sweet satisfaction. Fat delivers creamy mouthfeel and carries flavor, making every bite luxurious. Our bodies are wired to crave both, sugar for quick energy, fat for long-term fuel. This combo hits the bliss point, the perfect ratio for maximum pleasure. Food scientists engineer spreads to hit this mark. That's why it's so hard to stop at one spoonful. It's a scientifically perfected recipe for craving. But is it good for you? Let's find out. Is hazelnut spread healthy? In short, no. It's a confection, not a health food. 2 tablespoons pack about 200 calories, 21 g in sugar, and 11 g fat. That's nearly your entire daily sugar limit in one serving. Hazelnuts and milk add tiny amounts of nutrients, but not enough to offset the sugar and fat. Treat it like dessert, not breakfast. Enjoy it occasionally, in small amounts. Moderation is key. Don't be fooled by the marketing. Serving size is the food industry's sneakiest trick. The label says 2 tablespoons, but most people use more. Portion distortion means you're likely eating double the calories and sugar. That innocent-looking toast could rival a can of cola in sugar. Always measure your serving at least once. It's eye-opening. Don't rely on the label's reasonable numbers. Mindful portions let you enjoy your treat without overdoing it. Knowledge is power. Use it to your advantage. When you're standing in the grocery aisle, surrounded by endless choices, reading a food label is your best defense. It's your secret weapon for cutting through the noise and making sure you know exactly what you're bringing home. With just a few simple steps, you can become a more informed shopper and take control of your health, one jar at a time. Start by checking the ingredients list. Ingredients are listed in order of quantity, so if sugar is the very first thing you see, that means the product is mostly sugar. The closer hazelnuts are to the top, the better. Look for spreads where nuts are the star, not just an afterthought. Next, turn your attention to the nutrition facts panel. Pay special attention to added sugars and saturated fat. High numbers here can add up quickly, especially if you enjoy spreads regularly. Also, check the serving size. Sometimes it's smaller than you'd expect, so those numbers might be more than they seem. Don't get distracted by flashy front-of-package claims like "made with real hazelnuts" or "no artificial flavors." These are often just marketing tactics designed to catch your eye. They don't always reflect what's actually inside the jar. Take a moment to compare different brands side by side. Look for hazelnuts or other nuts higher up on the ingredients list, less added sugar, and healthier oils like sunflower or canola instead of palm oil. Sometimes the differences are subtle, but they can make a big impact on your health over time. Some premium or organic spreads do use more nuts and less sugar, but don't assume they're always healthier. Always check the label for yourself. Even organic products can be high in sugar or unhealthy fats, so stay alert and read carefully. Ignore buzzwords like natural, wholesome, or guilt-free. These words sound reassuring, but they're not regulated and don't guarantee a healthier product. Let the facts on the label guide your decision, not the promises on the front. Becoming a label detective takes a little practice, but it's worth it. The more you compare, the more you'll notice patterns and spot the healthiest options. You'll start to recognize which brands are transparent and which ones try to hide behind clever marketing. Ultimately, choose the spread that fits your health goals and lifestyle, not just the one with the flashiest packaging. Your needs are unique, so trust your judgment and the facts you've gathered. The more you know, the more confident you'll feel in your choices. Every small decision adds up to a healthier you. Now, let's talk about enjoying your spread the smart way. Remember, you're in control of what goes on your table and into your body. So, what's the verdict? Hazelnut spread is a delicious dessert, not a health food. Treat it like frosting in a jar, an occasional indulgence, not a daily staple. Want a healthier option? Look for brands with hazelnuts as the first ingredient and less sugar. Or, make your own roast hazelnuts. Blend with cocoa, a touch of sweetener, and a pinch of salt. Homemade lets you control sweetness and quality. The goal isn't to banish treats, but to enjoy them mindfully. Whether you buy classic, go premium, or DIY, you're now making an informed choice. Food should bring joy and nourishment. With knowledge, your favorite spread stays a joyful treat, not a nutritional pitfall. Enjoy every swirl, wisely.